Hey, what up everyone? I'm Sinnycool, and this is Gems of War. And today, gonna be doing the epic trial for Silverglade, the last battle, the final battle. I'm gonna be doing, showing a little bit of the Underspire, probably some Journey, and if we have time, Vault Preparation, which just means getting our Vault keys opened up, so we don't have any, so we feel like we need to get more. New time here, noon. I might try noon for a little bit. Was thinking about switching the day, and that's still not off the table. But I remembered why I don't do live streams on Tuesday yesterday. That's when Mrs. Cinny is off work, which you think would be a good thing, but not really. Doesn't mean we can just, random ideas. Which she never has a plan. I like to have a plan of what I'm going to be doing for the day, usually. At least these days. Back in the day, seat of my pants, of course. But these days, I like to have a plan for the day, and she just doesn't. She might have one thing going on in her head, like, oh, we got to do this today. But then there's always like one or two other things she never told anybody, but she swears she told you. And then all of a sudden we're taking one kid to the doctor, we're going to the grocery store, we're going to a cheerleading that we don't actually have, so we drive there and there's nothing and we come back. Like, there's always multiple things that was never told. So it's really fun on Tuesdays, just driving around. But yeah, that's why I don't do live streams on Tuesday, because I have a feeling like if I say, hey, we're going to do live streams at 10 a.m. on Tuesday, or hey, we're going to do live streams at noon on Tuesday, every other Tuesday it's going to be something that we're going to have to not do it, because she definitely does not respect us. She thinks it's neat and everything, and yeah, she thinks it's neat, but she's not going to like rearrange her day. Sometimes she will, though, like the Chatathong, she knows that's important. So, like, if I tell her in advance, she'll work around that, right? But just a normal live stream, she'll act like she forgot, like, oh, yeah, is that when? I thought it used to be this day. And I'm like, it did used to be that day. But then we changed it. It's been a while. We changed it. I told you. You just don't listen. Just don't listen. Just like when she's telling me about her work. I'll try to listen, but you know how it goes. Tells the same story 2 days in a row, and then the next story, it's like you don't listen because she tells you the same story 2 or 3 days in a row. So then the next story she tells, you're like, gosh, she probably already told me this, so I'm only half listening. Then the next one, then she'll like tell me that one again, so I'm half listening, so I get the whole story between the two. Then the next time I'm only like kind of barely listening, not even half listening, because I assume it's like the same story again. And then, I'm only kind of listening, so I only got like half the story that time. Then the next time, it's like, I'm pretty sure she's telling me the same story again, so I'm not listening at all. And it's like a boy who cried wolf situation. So, ladies, when you tell the same story twice, don't be surprised if eventually we don't listen at all. I think that's what happens. I don't think it's like we're not listening. I think you tell the same story twice. And then we're like, hey, I already heard about that story. And then it sounds so rude that we just end up not saying it. Like, we're not going to say, oh, yeah, you already told me that story yesterday. So then we just, like, kind of only half listen. And then the next time, it's like, you're only listening like a quarter. Like I just said, that's how it goes. It's like the boy who cried wolf. If you tell me the same story over and over, then I'm going to assume you already told me the story. When you tell me a new story, I'm going to think it's the same story you already told me, so then I'm not going to listen. And it's like this vicious cycle of me not listening. Oh, just because you told the same story a few times in a row. See what happens? So don't do that. Make sure it's a brand new story. Tell me one brand new story a week. We'll be good to go. Don't tell me the same story. Josh didn't come into work. Same 2 in a row, 2 days in a row, you tell me the same story, I'm not going to listen next time, because I feel like you might be telling me the same story again. Alright, hit that like, would really appreciate it. Let's get this new time some love. Let's show this new time some love. If you like to If you want to have live streams at noon on Wednesday, show this time slot some love by leaving a like and telling your friends and everything. I was about to do some PvP because my task thing asked me to. Leveling a class while I do it. Let's say hi to everybody that's here. We got Sana, we got F. Lee, we got Frank, Janine Guerrero, Mike D, Live Wire, Tyrion Shark. Tyrion says, hey, dropping in to say hi, lurking from work. Well, I appreciate that, man. I like people who come and they leave it on. You can mute me. I don't care. You're just helping. I appreciate that. I'm not going to get mad. If I say, hey, Tyrion, and you don't answer, I'll just assume that you're just lurking and you're busy right now and you'll watch the rest later. I don't care. Just turn me on, lurk, to mute me. I don't care. Mute me. Turn me down. Put me in 3 times speed, 8 times speed, 20 times speed. I don't care. As long as you're here, it's all that matters. Anyway, what am I doing? Sana says, hey, F. Lee says, morning. I love this time, by the way. Hey, that's 1 point towards the new time. Frank says, morning. Janine, hi. Or hey, Cinny and chat. Mike D says, good morning. Livewire says, what's up? Janine says, what are you saying, Cinny? I'm not really listening. Sana says, this time suits me very well. Yeah, I was thinking, like, if you're in a different country, like the UK, for example, I always use that as my example because I feel like they like 10% of my viewers, which is quite a bit compared to other countries. USA is like 60% plus, and then the next highest is like UK at 10%. So that's why I always say UK. I know there's many other countries that watch, but it's like less than 10K. So, or I mean not 10K, 10%, 10%, 10%. So I always use that as my example. I figure like you guys, it's probably like dinner time right now, huh? Like 5 or something. Can't be too bad of a time for you. And then everybody else, maybe you're on your lunch break. If you're at work, it's noon, chilling, eating some Arby's, listening to Sinnycool. Get the meat mountain. I've got the meats. I need to do a couple more of these, and we'll go do the epic trials where my team order is working so far, but I don't know if it's like the greatest ever. We'll see. Sometimes you never know until you get to that last battle. It's hard to give advice on a Monday about an epic trial I'm going to finish up on a Wednesday. But I do try, and a lot of the times I'll see the comments of people saying, I got it done, thanks to you, appreciate it. And I'm like, thank you very much for the confirmation, because I haven't even done it yet, so it's just like me playing the game for so long, I kind of know around how to do it. I should know what I'm doing by now, right? It asked me to do PvP for this stupid task thing. Just here so I don't get fined, says Tyrion. Alright, let's see where we're at. Go away. 2 more. I guess I'm going to do it real fast. Let's do these 2 more battles. If I don't do it now, I might forget to do it later. Leveling a Rune Priest using just a fun team. This is my fun team. Get the skulls, explosion. It's the Chatathong after party, and that it's the very next live stream after the Chatathong, which I felt like went well. It broke the record. I didn't say anything too crazy like bad. I think I could have done a little bit better, but just the fact that we broke the record, you guys did awesome. So I give myself like a B-, and I give you guys an A+. How about that? So whatever that is in the middle there, it's about what it was. Like an A- Chatathong, and it's me bringing it down, not you guys. Feel like I could have did a little bit better there. But still pretty good. Not terrible on my side. Your side was A+. Alright, one more, then we'll go do Epic Trials. And I'm trying to make this a shorter live stream because I'm still recovering, believe it or not. When you have a YouTube channel, you don't... It's hard to... Whenever I say this, it sounds crazy, like... you don't use your day-to-day talking voice. You kind of use your... It's not like a fake voice, but it's like if you're at work and you're answering the phone type of voice, you know? It's a little bit like that. It's just me turned up to a 9. Not a 10. Yeah. It's me turned up to a 9. So then that puts a little bit of strain on my vocal cords for 9 hours. When I'm doing it for 9 hours straight. So, and it was like on a day delay. Like yesterday was the worst. I don't know. It was weird. And then Monday I had to do all those videos. So I didn't really get to take a break. Tuesday I think is when I felt it because I was actually finally not recording. I don't know. I don't know if I hope... Yeah. It is what it is. I got kind of like acid reflux too. I know that's probably gross, but... Multiple things going on. Ooh, yeah, I got the instant kill. We need yellow, green, and brown. Alright. Thank you very much for that. Appreciate it. Let's go with this. And do it again. And we win. This time suits you well, Sana. That's great. Janine says, definitely better time. I'm in the UK and other streams are way too late. 6 in the evening is right now. Okay, okay. Yeah, if you're planning on watching a stream that's like at nighttime, you're going to have to like... Yeah, plan to do it. I couldn't do that. There's no way I could just stay up for a stream. Or wake up. I don't know. Maybe a very special stream I could. I do that for my own streams, but I don't know about for other people's streams. So that's pretty awesome. Alright, let's go. Okay, we got this almost done. I'll get the rest. It'll just be done. I've been kind of just using those. Now's not a good time to do that. Because we got the Vault event this weekend, so you kind of want to save them up. Because you know you're going to be doing long sessions of Explore 1 this weekend. So save up your XP boosters. Don't use them right now. Make sure you're saving them for this weekend. Use them on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Because you know you're going to do long sessions of Explore 1. So perfect time for your XP boosters. I accidentally used mine. Or else I would have more. Like I have none right now. Because I'm stupid and I clicked the button. You know? Claim all. Did that. 45 minutes of XP boosters. Oopsie daisy. Then I accidentally used one on purpose. If that's a thing. Before remembering we had the vault this weekend. Let's go fail the dungeon. And then we'll do epic trials. Sorry. Remember, I don't run these. You should. Do what I say, not what I do. So if I get a trap here, I'm just going to keep going. But I should be doing these battles as I go. Somebody said something the past 2 times I've showed this on stream. But yeah, I should be running this battle right now. And then running this battle right now. Not going and revealing another door. But since I have enough diamonds to craft, who knows how many mythics? Like 20 of them or something? I don't know. And since I have every single mythic in the game, and I'm just waiting for pay mythics to come around, I kind of like get mad at the dungeon, and that's why I don't do it. See, now I got a trap, like always. Never get a perfect. I already have Diamantina, too. That's another reason. So I should have ran those battles first, of course. If I didn't have Diamantina, and I didn't have every single mythic in the game. You run the battles as soon as they appear. You don't go get yourself a trap for the battle. It's not the way it works. Me, I just get mad at it, and I just say, screw you then. Since you're so annoying and you make me mad, I'm not playing it. Let's just see how many diamonds I have, you know? I think we could have saw right there, though. 33,000, and then I have 668,000 shards. You know? So just off the diamonds themselves, I could craft 8 mythics. And then I have at least enough. I don't even know how to do that math right there. Somebody could probably do it, but maybe it's not as many as I think it is. It's at least another 668 diamonds, right? But whatever, I can craft 8 mythics. I exaggerated. 8 mythics I could craft. I already have Diamantina. My jewels are decent. Maybe Purple Day. I should start running Purple Day. Because I only have 12,000. But you know. Alright, Epic Trial, let's go. I'm trying to make this only an hour, like I was trying to say earlier, because, just because. I need a break. My vocal cords need a break. Not my brain, for once, but my vocal cords. Trials. Alright, so I can see this many different ways. I don't think there's any one way to do this trial. I feel like almost anything could be in first slot other than Christine X. Like, Herald could be in first slot. Silver Maiden could be in first slot. Wisp could be in first slot. I've made it all the way this way. I know Wisp is probably the one everybody's like, are you sure? Yes, because I made it all the way to the last battle like this. So it's definitely possible. But Wisp is your only other damage dealer. So if you want to protect it, I understand. Silver Maiden is a really good tank. So if you want to just go ahead and put it right in first slot, I get it. It's cool. Herald, you could put this one in first slot. It's almost like the most useless thing on your team. Once you figure out that Wisp is actually decent for the early part of the battles, doing that charm damage, the enemy's stats get higher and higher, so that charm damage goes higher and higher. It's them punching each other in the face. So their stats get higher, their punching themselves in the face gets harder. But I was thinking maybe switching Herald and Wisp, like flip-flopping them. Put Herald in first slot, put Wisp in third slot. But I'm going to go with what I got, because it's been working, and this is what I recommended, so I want to see if I can do it this way. But if I lose, maybe we'll switch it around. My first thoughts were, and I was always like, okay, Wisp is decent because of the charm. I never didn't think that. But I was like, okay, Wisp has Stealthy. Even though one of them does target first slot, which I think Stealthy doesn't help with that. But every other... And then there's another one that hits all enemies, so Stealthy really doesn't help with that either. I don't know. It's just like I was using it as a meat shield while I build up Silver Maiden. And if you can build up your Silver Maiden, you're not going to lose. And I usually do this for success rate because I want to see the most amount of people get it done. Then I was thinking Herald, if it makes enough of the green dragon gems, it'll get itself up and Christine X. And then Christine X is in last slot because I don't want it to die. But the enemy spell damage has kind of been a problem. And I was thinking more about skulls than spell damage, so I don't know. We might have to switch this around. If I do anything, I'm going to switch Herald and Wisp. Flip-flop spots. Sacrifice Herald while I build up Silver Maiden. And keep Wisp. Once again, like, Willow's hitting all enemies. Arcanus. Swordmaster. Hits the first enemy. They have, like, this is one of the more dangerous teams we've seen in recent times. Usually they give us, like, a crappy enemy team, and that's their way of fixing our team. They'll give us a team that can't lose, and then they'll give us an enemy team that can't win, basically. Instead of, like, making a good team versus a good team, they'll make a crappy team versus a crappy team, and that's kind of their way of, letting you win or whatever. Making it not impossible. Their way of making it not impossible is to put a crappy team versus a crappy team. Or a crappy team versus a team that can't lose. Your team's the team that can't lose. The enemy team is the crappy team. This time, the enemy team isn't crappy. It has a lot of spell damage. And our team could lose. So it's a little bit more difficult. I don't know. We'll see. Let's try it this way. If it doesn't work, I'm probably going to switch it up right away. New dragons are coming for Dragonite. And I know I just got done getting Diamantina, though, and I need a break off of that. So I'm still trying to get the perfects, which is trying to get Dragonite. But I'm not going to sit there and buy Dragonite. I've been buying it every single day for, like, months now just to get Diamantina. So I need a break off it. The Vault event will help me get more Dragonite. And then, like, if I get perfects, I need a break off of that. Because my gem stack was super low. But that's cool to know. Now people are really going to have to do my strategy of deciding between the three things of Epic Trial, Underspire, and Dungeon Dragonite. I've been saying that for like a few weeks now. You're going to have to choose one thing to not do out of those three things, or you're going to run out of gems. They're really trying to run you out of gems these days. So if they're adding more dragons that use Dragonite, you got to choose. You're not done. I thought I was done once I got Diamantina, but... people keep mentioning that, but I need to go look it up again, because I did look it up. Beg for Mercy's here. What is up? Supernova's here. Livewire says, do those XP boosters play consecutively if you open them all at once? Yes, they do. Janine says, I'm struggling a bit with the journey now. If you have any teams for later on in the journey, would be appreciated. What I'm using is actually 3 of the new guy with Osha's Tome. Osha's Tome for a blue storm, and then 3 of the new guys, so he loops and you can't lose. He does 2 times damage, so he's really heavy damage. I was using Ulf Harrigan, who did true damage, but then I decided, like, the new guy hits so hard. Why not just do a loop, infinite loop with Osha's Tome with the blue storm, with all knights? I'll show you in a minute. It only adds more time for gathering XP, that's the truth. Captain Sue! Put a team up there, that's cool. Supernova says, this trial was really hard for me. My Christine X always died to Willow. Danny's here, Florian's here. Yeah, dude, as soon as I got Diamantina, let's make more Dragonite dragons. Of course. I think someone else got Diamantina at the exact same time as me, too. You know? No glory for me. But shout out to them, and happy for them, too. You know, I get Diamantina, and then someone else gets it at the exact same time as me, and they put new stuff in the game that uses Dragonite. Like, it can't get any worse timing for me to get it. What else? Let's see. What are we doing here? We gotta play this kind of like arena. You don't want to all willy-nilly it. So let's get blue into blue right here. Especially the final battle. You really gotta pay attention to what you're doing. Red extra turn. No reason to not cast Willow or a Wisp. But first, grab this blue before we jumble the board. Make sure we don't have anything crazy on the board before we jumble it with Wisp. Free turn right there. Free damage, free turn. Got skulls, we like have to take them. We don't want them to take them. Extra turn, going smoothly so far. Alright, let's cast our Silver Maiden. Just gotta hit a lot of yellow. Row. So left to right, row. It gives us a barrier too, so any kind of incoming spell damage, at least we'll absorb one of them. Take this brown before we cast Wisp. Alright, let's go with Wisp. Free damage, free turn, free jumble. Take the skulls, but make sure we take them not the way they're saying. We want to make sure those other skulls up top aren't still there. Let's mess up the other skulls. Extra turn. We got Herald, but do we have alignment? It is blue gems to green. You want to wait until you have an extra turn with that. A lot of the time, unless you just have nothing else. And we do, right here. So why not? Free. Free magic, at least. Here's another extra turn right here. And here's another red. And we could take skulls, or we could do Wisp. I think I'm going to do Wisp. So as many times you can cast Wisp before it dies. That's the idea of this team. Blue extra turn. Dude, we could just cast Christine X and cast it on red and just hope we also get skulls, maybe. I don't know if that's going to happen, but I think either way they're going to hit us with... If I take this, they're going to do this up here. And if I do this up here, they're going to do this down here. So now's a good time to cast Christine X, because one thing you're worried about when you cast Christine X is them getting incidental skulls after you remove a certain color. So we know that's going to happen either way right now, so we might as well cast it now. And 18 red's a really good choice. The more that's there, the more of a boost you get on your damage. It's boosted by gems removed, and 18's a lot. So they were going to get skulls either way. Unfortunately, they got an extra turn of skulls. Of course. We're going to take these skulls. We've done a lot of damage so far. Yeah. We got a gnome, too. We got lucky there. So this would be a great time to get this done. Remember, matching purple gets you an enchant as well. Alright, we got Christine X. I should have cast it. I should have waited and cast it, but we're fine. That way I could have summoned. We got 13 purple. Let's go for it. Get the summon. We get a kill. Let's make sure we don't have this. Blue to green. No. Okay. Silver Maiden, most likely. There's a lot of yellow. We can get 3 here. 1 there, 2 there, 1 there, 3 there, 2 there, 1 there, 3 there with a dragon gem. I think I'm going to go there. A little bit of extra mana off the little explosion. Sucks it was so low on the board, but it is what it is. Alright, we got, do we have Herald anywhere? I don't think so. So who do we want to get up? We want to match purple and get our enchant. That way, even if at least every turn Christine X is getting 2 mana, no matter what we do. Yellow extra turn right there. We got... Okay, we got it right here, see? Extra turn. We got this. If the enemy's magic is greater than mine, create 8 blue gems. What's our magic? 97? Ooh, 105. Cast on first slot. Unfortunately, there's not a lot of blue on the board. Let's do this. I got this. Might as well. That's probably the problem. I do that and then I don't have blue because I just changed all the blue. But let's do it anyway. Almost got the first guy dead as well. Let's do this. We don't have alignment, but we have nothing else going on. So we got this right here, and then we got this up here, which is way high. It's so high, it's going to blow out all 3 of these rows. So might as well. It's better than nothing. And we got skulls into an extra turn. So instead of taking this right here, I'm going to take this down here. Get skulls 2. Why not? Get a kill. If you know all the little tricks, you can make these way easier. See, me taking my time. You see I have all 4 troops right now, and they only have 2. It's from me taking my time and doing everything I can to make sure I win. Instead of just like... It's kind of an arena mindset, unfortunately. Most people don't have that. We got this right here if we want to convert. We have this, but nobody's going to have under 105 magic, so that's just going to be for some damage. We could hit the Willow, and then cast the Christine Axe, and then Willow's dead, and then we just have the stupid... This thing that does no damage. So we just won. We win. Oh, it's the first enemy. Never mind. Poopy. Alright, so I'm going to cast... Let's just go. I wish that was like I could choose who I kill. It's alright, though. Let's do yellow. 10 HP left. I just need to get up Christine X. I should have waited there. I hope I didn't just ruin my whole... Just stop there with it. Hope I didn't ruin my hole. We got 3 yellow right here. Do we have alignment with the... No? Okay, let's do it. Probably want to play offensive. We probably want to play offensively right now because we got them on the ropes. I'm gonna do this. Get a kill. And I just need one love tap. One little love tap, please. There it is, bang. So my team does work. If you want to try my team, maybe you're struggling with somebody else's team, maybe you can try my team, man. You just watched it win on live stream. On the first try. No restarts, no retries. First try. So I think that says something. Restarts and retries to make your team like oh, I gotta set it up perfectly. That just means mine's better and works more often because I didn't have to restart or retry at all, and that was the final battle, and it never lost one time. I went through all the epic trials. No losing at all. No restarting at all. No retrying at all. First try, every single epic trial battle with that team in that order. Just by the way. Some people are saying a different order. In my comments mostly, not anybody else. Like, let's catch up in the chat. Danny Lennon is here. Tyrion says, has there been confirmation it is for Dragonite? I haven't even seen the freaking things. I was looking. I don't know where people are seeing them at. Is it like on the forum or on Terran's World? I really need to know. Sana says, is YT acting up again? It keeps loading on my device. I don't know. Mine looks fine on my end, but that doesn't mean anything. Janine says, yeah, I have 2 of him, was using the same as you, and Ulf Harrigan will play with 2, thanks. Yeah, I'll show you here in a sec. Supernova says, Willow was the MVP for me, and TG for Silver Maiden Super Tank. Yeah, I just got it done on my first try with no retries, the way I had it, so I'm going to be recommending the way I had it. Janine says, I struggled with this week's epic trials. I cheated and used a gap. I guess I can afford one more. One will get more soon. Okay. I mean, we got a vault event this weekend, so using a gap is not recommended, but if it's the only way you're getting it done, it is what it is. Gaps are just like the... It's like paying $100 for a penny. If you're using a gap to get an epic trial done. I'd rather see you use a gap on the vault event, get a minion orb, and then use the minion orb on the pet. Instead of using a gap on the epic trial. Like, get the first epic trial battle done. Save your gap. Don't do the other 4. Do the vault hard. Get a minion orb. Use the minion orb on the pet. I feel like that. Then the rest of the gap, everything else you get from the gap, is where you're making up the difference there. Getting extra. Using a gap for an epic trial is like a huge waste. I know it's like the only way some people are getting it done, so it is what it is. But we have the vault event this weekend. Like, now's the worst time to be... Just who cares about... I'd rather say who cares about Silverglade epic trials. If you have to use a gap, just don't do it. Or, like I said, get the first one done, get the first pet. You can always use a minion orb on it later. It's just securing that one pet that is the hardest part, is the most, important part. Getting one copy is the most important part, because you can later on use orbs on it if you have to. At any time. Whenever you want. Anytime. 3 weeks from now, 3 months from now, 6 months from now, you could use a minion orb on that pet. And it doesn't have to be a Silverglade epic trial week or anything. So just getting the one copy is all you need to do. And using a gap... Gaps are the best thing in the game, and you're kind of using the best thing in the game to get something that's not the best thing in the game. You know what I mean? Anyway, let's go show that journey since we were asking about it. I'm just doing Suraluin with Osha's Tome to loop it. I was using Ulf Harrigan early. Sometimes you use something else early, and then you switch to something else late. Suraluin has 2 times magic right now. Hits really hard. And the Osha's Tome is just for the Ice Storm to make sure I keep looping. It's on Terran's World. What do you look up, like, troop spoilers? How far ahead is it? Because I looked a little bit ahead. Remember, with this team, you can't just willy-nilly, once again. You gotta take skulls, you gotta take other colors of extra turns. Green and blue, where you at? Or yellow. Poop. Alright, here we go. If it stops looping, cast your Osha's Tome. Give yourself a storm so it'll stop doing that. And we have multiples if it stops looping, so we don't have to take mana. We can just cast the next one. Look how hard it hits too. It's like 2 or 3 shots. Not too bad. This would be the way if you're losing and you're having trouble. Do this. Same with Epic Trials. Both of my teams are for success rate. Success rate. I feel like more people need success rate teams than they need fast teams. The people that need fast teams probably already know how to do it, know how to make them. And they're just like, those are the people that watch your video for 1 second and like switch it off. Because they get the team code, they're out of here. They're fast people. They want to get your fast team and leave, and it doesn't even help your channel. So I'd rather put up videos for success rate to help more people than to put up a super fast team, because the super fast team people, they just get the code and they're gone. They don't even watch it. They just want to know, what's the team? Okay, yeah, okay, click, 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 I win. I win, I win, I win, I win. Click the button. Click the I win button. I win, I win. Copy, paste, now. Click I win. I win, I win, I win, I win, I win. So I'd rather help more people that actually want to watch and stuff. Sura Lewin. He's got a dookie stewing. Sura Lewin's got a dookie stewing. It's not like it's super slow or anything. Right there, we did not loop. I'm gonna do this. I don't even care if I need mana or not. I want that storm. Now it will never stop looping. Blue is also falling from the sky now. And I'm not like right at the beginning or anything either. '16th place, like 5,000, almost 6,000 miles traveled. I know that's not crazy good, but it's not 1,000 miles, it's 6,000. Alright, one more of this. Date unknown, but the graphics are already there. My little dog is barking. Hold on a sec. Every time I... Oh, it's just the neighbors. It's a bus. Okay. Every loud car. Dog barks. You want to have the dog barking rant part 2? Yeah, you can just go fast. Click, click, click. It's pretty hard. 142. 142. 2 down. I'm not losing. It's not slow. I mean, it's kind of slow, but... The enemy never gets a turn. You will never lose. How can you lose if they're not getting a turn? Like, I don't care if their stats go up by 1,000 each. I'm still not going to lose because they're never going to get a turn. So this right here works no matter what your stats are, no matter what the enemy stats are, no matter what your stats are. You can be level 1, and the enemy can be level 80,000 billion times 80 million. Doesn't matter. If they never get a turn, what's it matter what their stats are? That's the cool thing about these loopy troops. It just makes it so everybody can do everything. Just kind of cool and kind of annoying at the same time. It's like... Nobody has to be good anymore. Just cast the same spell over and over and over. And here, look, we don't have that much blue on the board, so if he doesn't loop this time, it's duh, of course not. So I might as well just take this yellow. Might as well get our storm going. Let's set it up. Let's set up the loop. We don't want it just handed to us. We want to set it up. Every time you see 14 or up on your how much blue there is, guarantee. Anytime it's under 14, you could miss. 23, 14, borderline, got it. 20's good. 22 is awesome. And we win again. But I'm just going to keep doing that. Eventually, Ulf is going to fall off. Eventually, like, the one thing I saw out there was the Champion of Anu has that third trait. So why not put him in the third slot, or fourth slot, instead of... If we're never using that fourth, If we're never using this guy, if you have the Champion of Anu who gives a stat off that third trait, you might as well put him there so you can gain stats while you're casting spells. It's a pretty good... But I like the Osha's Tome for the Blue Storm. But anyway, that's my team for that right now. I think early on, Ulf is really good. And he's still probably pretty good right here. I just decided to switch to that. Sometimes that happens. Yeah, I don't think it's an unpopular opinion, Livewire. I feel ya. We're going to have one for every single color and for, like, 6 different typings. When are we ever going to not be able to use them? And they're not even legendary. They're not even mythic. They're not even that hard to get. And, like, the dragon eggs, too. Everybody gets a mythic pretty quickly now. I bet you the first mythic you get in the game is a dragon egg. Like, a dragon that hits all enemies for really heavy damage. The game could not be any easier right now. Other than, like, Epic Trials and Pure Faction 500, there's only a couple places where you can find any kind of challenge now. Arena, Guild Wars, Epic Trials, like the final battle. Arena, Guild Wars, Epic Trials, and then, like, Pure Faction level 500 faction stuff. It's the only places you can find any kind of challenge in this game now. Everything else, you can just loop it to death. Or somebody has a team that hits really hard, goes really fast. Not a challenge at all. Like, I wouldn't be boasting about Journey no matter how far I get. Because I can use that loop-de-loop team. I can just throw time at it, and I can go as far as I want to go. I would never brag about a Journey event, or a raid event, or an invasion event, or even Tower of Doom, or anything like that. Because it's always super easy. The only things to brag about are, like, Epic Trials, Pure Faction 500, things I already said, Guild Wars, even. All the other events I see like, I never think, wow, great job. I just think, you must have spent a lot of time on that. I could have done that too. I could have done that too if I had lots of time, because the enemy never gets a turn, so how is it hard? It's just, like, how much time do you have, or how much money do you have? It's not how good you are. Let's do, Underspire. Underspire's kind of hard once you get to, like, 6th, 7th dragon. I'm using this crazy team. I know most people probably don't have two, or you might. You might have 2 Amethyoloses. Supernova says, I have a new strategy while farming tokens, gold, and or GAPs is to listen to last Sunday's Chatathon, which you missed. That's your punishment. You got to go listen to all 9 hours now on 0.25 speed, so I sound like... Brian says, this night team for looping seems to be the weakest, although it could be the best for survival. Yeah, I think he just can't die. Yeah, he's not the strongest, but he's strong in the sense that you can't lose. Because even if you lose one of those nights, he's going to summon something in. And on any loopy team, if you lose one of them, you're going to lose... Like, think of Chalcedony. If you lose a Chalcedony, now you only have 3 constructs. Same thing if you lose with Suraluin. If you lose a Suraluin, you only have 3 knights now. Just like any other. Secra, Todd, any Huntmaster. If one of them dies, you only have 3 of that typing now. So, Suraluin, same thing, except for he summons something back in. Just because the thing he summons is not a knight, does not make it worse that he gets to summon something back in. That's better. Because if Chalcedony dies, it only has 3 constructs, but it can't summon. So how come Suraluin isn't better that it can summon something into that slot and then protect the next Suraluin? That's why you use multiples. Especially with this one. If one dies, you can summon the eggs in front of the next one. And then you can still loop. It's just like you're never going to die if you use the team right. If you're using multiple Suraluins, if you're using the Osha's Tome to put the Storm on the board, the 4 slot, do whatever you want to do. If you happen to have something like Champion of Anu, go for it. But using a different weapon, now you don't have the Blue Storm. Not using 2 Suraluins, now you're risking the chance of losing the 1 Suraluin, and now you're... That's why you use 2. If you lose 1, you can summon something in front of it, the second one, and protect the second one so you never lose it. And it still loops decently. Imagine getting the shiny on it and having that extra little bit and then losing one and only having 3 knights. But you have that extra little bit of shininess on the Suraluin to get that extra blue. Might still be okay with 3 knights. Probably the most defensive of the loopies. I'm not a big defensive fan, but I still think it's one of the stronger ones just for that. The fact that it can summon on... It summons every single time it casts, too. It's not on some, like, it's not on a kill, it's not just a chance, it's not if it dies, it's every time it casts, it summons. Every single time it casts. So if you're missing... Let's say we lose 3 troops... On that team that I had Suraluin, Osha's Tome, Suraluin. Let's say we lose all 3. We lose Suraluin, and Osha's Tome. And we have 1 Suraluin left. We cast it, we summon eggs. We cast it, we summon eggs. We cast it, we summon eggs. We have a full team again. 3 eggs and a Suraluin now. Maybe now we pull off the victory. Instead of, we lost 3 troops, we're screwed. Now we got just Champion of Anus at the bottom. Well, with my team, you can't lose. Every time you cast, he summons the eggs. So if you lose all 3 of your first 3 slots, you're going to have 3 eggs. So you're going to... Well, you know, he's only got 1 knight, so he's not going to loop as good. But hopefully you buy yourself enough time, hopefully, that you summon 1 egg in. Hopefully it doesn't die right away, and then you can summon another egg in. Hopefully, then, yeah... They don't die right away. Hopefully. That's the idea. Should never get to that point where you're losing 3 troops anyway. You lose the first one, you summon eggs in. Then you lose the eggs, you summon another egg. You lose the egg, you summon another egg. You lose the egg, you summon another egg. You're never losing any more than 1 or 2 knights before you summon eggs in. So even if they're crushing your egg in 1 shot, you're just summon it right back. Kill it again, summon it right back. Kill it again, summon it right back. Champion of Anus. It's probably the best thing to put in your last slot, though. Champion of Anus. I think that's the best way to go. Green and red. I don't know what happened there. We're supposed to 1-shot. There we go. Hey, I found the door. I gotta go this way either way. Alright, 10 more minutes if anybody wants any questions or anything. We're kind of not... We're getting eaten alive without moving this today. It's okay, though. It's the Chatathong after party, so totally understandable. It is the last live stream of the month. I had to give it a try. I had to run these vocal cords out today just to give it a shot, but it is what it is. Red and green. Still gotta make a freaking Everquest later. I skipped their whole video over the weekend because I was trying to rest. So I gotta make it today. I can't skip 2 of their videos in a row. Put the anus champion in the last slot. He likes it back there. You don't want your anus champion in the last slot, you know? Sneaking up behind you. I might make a different team eventually for this. What the idea is, get this up, cast it. If you don't, hopefully you get this up, and then you cast this on purple, and then you got 2 of these, and you just go bang, bang. So hopefully it's like a 4 cast, no matter how far, how deep you are. Seems like I've been getting skulls and getting a kill with the sword. Kinda, like, look. Right there. I think I'm using, maybe I'm using in the... Maybe I could use a different class or something. Red and green, where are you at? Yellow's okay. What is going on? Come on, dude. Blue? Sure. Let's just wipe them out. I just thought this would be fun to use 2 of the dragons. Did end. Alright, cool. Yeah, I already did the epic trials. Got it done. First try, no restarts, no nothing. With my team, I put on the weekly preview. So Wisp, Silver Maiden, Herald, Christine X. First try, no restarts, no losses. I did have a gnome in the last battle, but every single other battle I did not have a gnome in, so... Alright, just get up. Will you get up? What are you doing? There you go. This is not supposed to be slow. I think I'll do this for the rest of the time. If I have enough torches. This epic trial was annoying. Makes you want to watch Human Centipede. Seems like Anus Champion should summon some type of egg instead. The Butt Farters channel. Probably. Tim's here. He says, oh, we all gonna die. Hey, at least you know the story. It's it's like, you guys ever read, The Dark Tower? We kind of have that going on. It's like the story starts over every time. Sorry for spoilers on that super old book. But it starts over every time, right? It's like a cycle. You start in your house, the TV screen's on, like, emergency alert, here comes the zombies. You better get to your nearest train station is where they told you to go, because something's up with the planes and the boats and everything else. It's like, we got to go to the train station. So you run to the train station. But then it's up to you from there to get on the train and to get it moving so you don't die. You're just kind of sitting there like, ugh, eating butter. Waiting for the zombies to come and rip your neck out. Anthony, have you seen the discussion about super long dead ends in the Underspire? I have seen on the forum somebody had a never-ending, like, yeah, I think it's happened multiple times. I'm just finding all the dead ends. want to get this first dragon at least. Come on. I only got 4 minutes left. Are we going to keep doing noon? I don't know. I think I'm going to give it like a chance. I think I'm going to like do multiple nooners. Multiple nooners. See if it works or not. The first one, you can't judge it off the first one. Maybe some people don't know. Maybe some people already had enough of me from the Chatathon. I usually take the very next live stream off after the Chatathon. I think I'm going to do that from now on. Now I remember why. Multiple reasons. Red and green. There we go. Now, come on. Just do it. Come on. Where you at? Extra turn. Suck a fart. You suck. I'm annoyed. It's working fine. Off air. Need something less mana. I'm about to look. Let's make a better team before we go. This team ain't bad. I think it'll be good later on when we can like just take our time and use the sword, use Queen Aurora, get up both dragons, cast both dragons. But I don't know what else to do, really. I wonder how strong Moon Mage is for... Probably not. Could use Willow. Christina X. Willanisha, Vanya. I made that one team for the Epic Trials. It was just like double Vanya. Forget what I had in... Oh, I think it was like Leprechaun. This is Silverglade. I'm just making it too mana intensive right now. Might just do Christine X. And the Queen Aurora's at the bottom because it uses yellow, and this thing makes yellow. So it's supposed to be picking up enough yellow. Double purple, red. Minus brown, still okay. I don't know, I'm just gonna try this once. Reflection of Good. Whatever that says. Willanisha, Queen Aurora, yeah. That's kind of the same idea as two Amethyloses. Purple. I think, doesn't Will of Nisha get super blocked right behind an Amethylos, though? And then there, like, the Queen Aurora's at the bottom to catch the yellow. So if you use Will of Nisha, the Will of Nisha is going to catch the yellow instead. And Queen Aurora's super blocked, right? So I thought of that, but I was like, okay, so Queen Aurora is now, you might as well take it off the team because it's never going to get up. And I want more. I really want 2 mana generators with 2 heavy hitting AoE. Green, Crystal Point. Yellow, Will of Nisha. Purple, both of our damage dealers. So Queen Aurora never gets up. But you could use her for the Rainbow Link, I guess. If that's the only reason you're using her. I was kind of trying to put a bunch of purple on the board and get an extra turn with this. And then the damage is boosted by purple. So I was kind of trying to get up the Queen Aurora, not just use her for the third trait, because I wanted to cast it on purple to then boost this before I cast it. That's the idea. So Will of Nisha is blocking the crap out of Queen Aurora, taking all the yellow from this. That's why I didn't like it. That's why I didn't do that. Same thing happens if you use Vanya. So I was thinking Christinex or Willow, because they won't steal the only mana that Queen Aurora is getting, the yellow. What about Magician? I don't know. I'm gonna keep trying this for now. Maybe I could even go like this. But then the blue. Christinex is super blocked, but I don't care as much. Be matching a lot of purple, having enchant, and... I don't know. Maybe Willow's the way to go, actually. It uses brown. Nothing on the team uses brown. I guess I could do this. Catch purple, catch yellow. Way I'm not blocking. But then it can only catch purple. Take longer to get up. I don't know, I'll try like this. Monk class. Unfortunately, you have to, with this weapon, you have to be Silverglade to make it work properly. I could use a different weapon with Monk class, for sure. But I'm like trying to make purple and yellow. Purple for Amethylos, yellow for Queen Aurora. Queen Aurora gets up, makes more purple, then cast Amethylos. That's the idea, but it's kind of being slow right now. One more battle, then I gotta go, y'all. Any questions, hurry up and put them in the comments and I'll answer. There we go, look. This is what it's supposed to do. Which, it's not... We're facing easy to kill enemies, so... I was thinking more about later on. And every single dead end. Crazy. At least I know where I gotta go. Alright, y'all, I'm gonna get out of here. Thank you for hanging out with me for an hour. Appreciate it. The Chatathong was amazing, so here's the after party where I'm saying thank you. Thank you so much. You all get eaten alive in the train station by zombies. You're chilling, you're eating butter, watching a naked butt farting on the TV, and they burst through the windows, they rip out your neck, and they take the butter and they pour it on your head, and they put it on your head, and then you look like you got a cone on your head, like a bucket on your head, and then they're like, laughing at you and stuff. Solitary Mind was here. Anthony says, yeah, I've seen that. Underspire is underwhelming. Depends how much you want epic, or how much you want elite levels on your mythics. The people who don't like Underspire don't like gold elite mythics, unfortunately. Yeah. If you don't have High King Irongut gold elited, or Phoenicia gold elited, or Diamantina gold elited, or Scourge gold elited, Mistralis gold elited, you should probably be doing Underspire and be excited about it. But if you already have all of those gold elited, then I understand, like, yeah. Because that's about the only good thing you get from it is the orbs. So if you don't get excited about gold elite mythics, then yeah, Underspire is kind of... It's one of the last things to do in the game, so it's more of a high level thing to do. But yeah, maybe using Reflection of Good would be better, Superior. I'll have to try that, maybe. The devs have an anti-stream algorithm that makes it harder when it detects your live stream. Yeah. Reflection of Good. I might switch to that, Superior. Alright, y'all. Have a good one. Thank you for joining me today. You guys are the best. We'll try this again. I'm not going to throw the baby out with the bathwater, cut my nose off to spite my face, all those metaphors. We'll give Noon a couple weeks. I don't know what I'm going to do with this live stream. It's like I can't do Tuesday. Monday's just so busy. Monday's super busy. Tuesday, wifey, Mrs. Cinny, just runs me ragged and doesn't give me any kind of like, doesn't tell me when, like, no schedule. So all of a sudden we can be doing stuff. So I'd have to all of a sudden cancel the stream on Tuesdays if I make it Tuesday. Wednesday, nobody comes, or they're just not that active. Thursday, same thing, even worse. We canceled a Thursday. We used to do Wednesday, Thursday, and the weekend. We had to cancel Thursday because it was even worse than Wednesday. Friday, maybe. I think that's the one that's the best idea, might be Friday. But I think the same problem. I think she's off on Friday. It's the same problem. She's off on Tuesday and Friday. So what am I supposed to... I can't switch the stream to any other day. Saturday's cheerleading. Sunday's the other stream. There's no... I have to keep doing it on Wednesday, unfortunately, at noon, I guess, now. We're trying to switch the time around and make it better, but I don't know if that was better or not. But we try. I'll do noon again next week. Just tell your friends. Like, share, subscribe, consider joining. Helps a lot. Tell your good about the channel, comment below. And I'll see y'all next time. Supernova, F. Lee, U7 Tim, Livewire, Sauna, I think, yeah, I'm about to give you a wrench here pretty soon, most likely. If you want it. Maybe next live stream. If you want it. Livewire, Solitary Mind, Superior, Supernova, Brian Walker. Mike D was here today. We had Tim, Livewire, Captain Sue. Rope Dart with the Knight is good, yeah. I made that for my low-level team. I think I was the first one to put that team out with the Rope Dart, but Anthony told me, so shout out to Anthony. I think it was Anthony. So Anthony had said something on the Chatathon about Sura Lewin with the Rope Dart, and then I put out my video with that team on it. I think first out of anybody, but who knows. I don't keep track of everybody. But I had Sura Lewin with Sir Snothelm and the Rope Dart. I thought that was pretty cool because it's like 3 extra turns pretty much. And the way that it worked, you could like kill anything you wanted to with before the enemy got a turn. Brian, Supernova, Sana, Janine, Guerrero. Supernova, Beg for Mercy. Tyrion Shark was here. Florian, Danny, Lennon. If we could just get everybody to leave the stream on, I think it would be pretty good. Because there's a lot of people here. Mike D, F. Lee, Frank, like a lot of different people. But yeah, that's it for today. Mrs. Cindy needs to change her schedule. Yeah, I should tell her to take off Wednesday and Thursday. That's a good idea. Maybe I will suggest that. I'll say, hey, you need to take off Wednesday and Thursday. That's the worst 2 days for live streaming. So I need you to make those your 2 days off. Maybe I'll try that. Or like, give me something, you know? Switch Tuesday to Wednesday. Then I can stream on Tuesday. One of the two, like, instead of Tuesday and Friday for your days off, pick one of the two and like make it Wednesday or Thursday, please. I'll see. I'll definitely ask. That's a good idea. She's like the big boss, so if she wants a day off, she could probably do it. She like does the schedule. So I'll say it. I'll ask her. Brian says later I got sticks of butter and naked butts farting to attend to. I'm glad you get the joke. Everything's just a joke. Supernova says maybe you could hire me to take over your channel, but I'll have to live in your stream room. I could use a new boss. I could sell you the channel maybe. I don't know. I don't think I'll... I need an editor probably. I don't make enough money to have an editor though. I barely make enough to like justify doing this. So I was hoping to eventually have enough to like hire an editor, and then the whole channel would get way better. Because they could give me advice on how to... They could chop stuff up, they could take stuff out, they could add stuff in, and they could give me advice on like how to make my videos better too, because they're editor. It'd be sick if we could ever get an editor. This whole channel would be way better. Like somebody that was really cool and also could help me out. But even if they can't and they just cut out all the nonsense and add in certain things, like Google images and GIFs and stuff, that'd be sick. And they could take clips out and make other videos, like from my weekly preview or from my live stream. They could clip stuff and like put out smaller videos on it. That's what editors do. That's why you see all these big channels with like, they got editors, most of them, or they previously were an editor or some sort of in the. If you're just a normal guy, it's hard to do that kind of stuff. Most people that do that kind of shit have previous experience or they have an editor. And I would love to have an editor just to do it all for me because I suck at it. Like, I could provide the content. I can give them, like, so much of me talking and they can cut it down to only the interesting stuff and add in other cool stuff. And then we'd have a way better channel, but it just never gets to that point. Right now, we're just at the point where it's justified. It's on the teetering on the edge of being justified as an investment of my time to Mrs. Sinny. So we can keep going, but we can't, like, get an editor or anything. Right, Effley? Become a streamer coach? I don't know. So we're going to ask her to change her schedule, and then she's going to stream my funeral. I get it. Effley. Maybe Doc Navy will ask you something like that, and you can live stream his funeral. Alright, y'all. We'll see ya. Thank you so much for joining me today. It was fun. Have a good rest of your day. And I'll see you next time. You're the best. Peace out. Always comments if you need comments. Just Discord, ask me a question. Send me a DM, because it'll get lost and everything else. And you know how I am, too. I might not get back to you for a week, no matter what you do. But leave a comment on the newest video if you ever have any kind of questions. You can always Discord, DM me, and I'll get to it eventually. Sometimes I just don't go on there because I don't want to say anything crazy. It's not because I'm avoiding you guys. It's because I'm trying to stop myself from typing out crazy stuff. So if I'm ever not there for a few days, or you send me a message and I don't answer it for a few days, it's probably because I'm just staying off of there for my own good. But yeah, I'm out of here. If you need anything, just send me a comment or a DM. Have a good one. Peace out.